Facebook. Hello, Instagram. How are you guys doing? I want to say thank you so very much for tuning in. I would say that this is a Working Women's Wednesday because it is a Wednesday, and I know that you women are working. You guys are doing all that you can to improve yourselves, to improve your lives, to do things that bring you joy and happiness and prosperity and all those great things. If you are tuning in for the very first time, I want to say thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope that this is not your last time watching something that I teach or subscribing to something that I do. I do full-time help women to improve their lives. I help women to improve their mindsets and their finances and just find more joy in the things that they do every single day with the people that they interact with every single day. So thank you so very much for tuning in. How are you guys doing on Instagram? Hey, beautiful, how are you? Hey, Crystal, how are you? Hey, LaWanda, how are you doing? So if you do not know who I am, if somebody sent you this video or told you to tune in, my name is Marlia Breon Hall. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I'm an accountability coach. I walk women through life every single day. I give them plans, and not only do I give them plans, I actually walk them through the process of achieving those plans. Like, you don't have to do this on your own. I help you to do it. I make sure that you're up at the time you want to wake up. I make sure that you do the activities that you want to do with your children. You create the things that you want to create in your life. Outside of being a full-time accountability coach, I am also a published author. I wrote a book in 2018. After leaving my job with no plan and having a newborn baby, I decided to spend 3 months just getting these things that were in my head out on paper. I published my book in 2018, and that opened up the door for so many amazing things. I am also a paid speaker. People call me in to teach their women, to teach their congregation at church, and I just simply help people to thrive. So today, if you are tuning in, if you want to bring in an additional source of income, this is the episode for you. I believe that we all can prosper. I believe that we all have many different things that we can do to bring in extra income, and I want to help bring those ideas to life. If you know anybody within your family or friend group that you could believe could benefit from knowing how to bring in extra money doing what they love, I want you to do what I'm doing. I want you to do what your mom doing. I want you to do what your neighbor doing. I want you to do what you want to do. And I believe that we each have a gift, a talent, a life experience that is extremely profitable. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, if you could please grab an iPad, grab a sheet of paper. I got my paper right here. Grab your planner. Do what you need to do. I have a lot of scrap sheets of paper. I'm a homeschool mom too, full-time homeschool mom. So I got lots of different stuff. I'm gonna write on the back of this because I have too many copies of this. So get whatever you have, grab a crayon, a napkin, and let's just get into it. All right, ladies. So today we're gonna be talking about making money, bringing in additional sources of income. If you do not know my story, like I said in the beginning, I did leave my job just a few years ago. I was at a job that it paid the bills, and I believe we all have been at jobs in the past that pay the bills. You know, they had great 401ks and all these amazing benefits. We were able to use degrees or experiences or whatever, and they are paying the bills. But like many people, including myself, I was not fully 100% happy. Like, I could not see myself dying there. That sounds kind of bad right now, but I could not see myself going into my 50s or 60s like, all right, I'm retiring from here and saying this is my life, or I want to just start my life now in my 60s. I was not happy, okay? I was not happy. I was so unhappy to the point that I was using my vacation time and every other excuse I could use to not be in there. Like, somebody got a doctor's appointment. Who got to go? I got all these kids. Who got to go to the doctor? You know, like, I don't want to go to jail. You sick? I was trying to figure out a way to be there. And I don't know if you guys have ever been at a job where you're like, I got to find a way. I'm going to use my vacation time. A matter of fact, I'm going to reduce my hours. And I did that too. I went from working 40 hours a week to 24 hours a week because I really did not enjoy my life. My time there. And I wanted to enjoy my life. So I reduced my time at work, and I spent time traveling. I spent time with my family and my kids. I spent time speaking and writing and doing the things that I love. I believe that we only have this one life, and it's really important that we live it well. So I want to teach you how to live it well by at least helping you to bring in additional sources of income. All right. Does everybody have their sheet of paper? Does everybody have something that, oh, I'm a little warm. Y'all see that? Lord. I was about to call my husband, but I think he said he had a call at 1 o'clock. Like, babe, could you turn down the heat? I'm a little hot. I'm on live. I'm a little warm. It's going. Okay. Seriously, let's go. And thank you so very much for everybody that's tuning in. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Marche. Hey, Carly. Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Hi, everybody. Thank you so very much. So the very first thing that I want you to do is, of course, grab a sheet of paper. And I'm going to try to do this with you guys so that you can see just real life examples of what you guys can do. So the very first step to bringing in additional income or additional sources of income, at least one. I want everybody to have one. So if you work your 40 hours a week at your main job, I'm trying to figure out a way that you can make money on your lunch break, that you can make money in the evening once the kids are in bed, that you can make money on the weekend. So this is what we're doing. I'm not trying to interfere with what you have going on at your 9 to 5. I'm just trying to help you have something else in the evening or in the weekend, on the weekends that you can do. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to make a list. For all of my teachers, parents, educators, planners out there, I still make lists to this day. My clients use lists. I use lists. My mentors use lists. Let's get down to the very basics, and I need you to make a list. The first list that I need you to make is a list of everything that you are good at doing. So we're gonna make a couple different lists right now, but the first thing I need you to write down is everything that you are good at doing, nothing else. What can you do well? Do you do hair well? Do you teach children well? Do you cook well? Are you great with time management? You manage your time well. What can you do that you do well? Do you apply your concealer and your eyelashes and y'all can tell I don't do hair well, I don't do makeup well. Y'all can send these videos to your friends and y'all can laugh at me if you want to. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I don't. So I just be trying. I still use my ring finger for anybody that is not a real makeup artist. I still be like, I don't know what I'm doing, Lord, but I just ask for your grace right now and your mercy because I don't know how to do makeup and I don't know how to do hair. That's why I look like this. I know what I'm good at. I can help you change your life, but I'm not going to be able to help you do your hair, all right, or put on your makeup. But what are you good at doing? Are you good at writing papers, research papers? Are you good at tutoring and educating children? Are you good at speaking a foreign language? That's pretty awesome. Are you good at creating digital products and ebooks and things like that online? Are you good at science-like things? Because I would so pay you to come to my house and teach my children how to do science experiments because I'm not the best at science experiments. But I need you to decide, like, what are you good at doing? And there are no limits to what you're good at doing. It just needs to be something that you can really do. So I'll tell you guys a quick story. My children and I in homeschool are working on entrepreneurship. They both the two that I homeschool full-time both want to start up businesses. So we started the process of the different things that they are good at. And one of my children, he's 8 years old, in his head, he was like, I'm good at fencing. And I'm like, you're good at fencing, you know? And the television shows that he watches, some of the kids, these ritzy kids, you know, they fence and stuff like that. So I'm like, you're good at fencing? Like, you've never even taken a fencing class? You've never, well, I fence with Jamari. Like, okay. So I really need it to be something, guys, that you are good at, not just something you think you're good at or something you've seen somebody on TV do and you're like, I know I can do it. It has to be something you've actually done. So the first list is, what are you good at doing? For Marlia's list, mine is I'm good at speaking, I'm good at teaching, I'm good at creating lessons plans for children, I'm good at creating plans for women, I'm good at taking ideas and turning them into income, I'm good at I'm actually really good at losing weight after having children. That might seem really weird, but I'm good at being disciplined with my health and been able to lose all my weight since having all my kids every time. So that's probably something I'll teach one day, is give people my diet plan and what I do after I'm done having kids. But yeah, so all the things that you're good at doing. All right, the next list, all right? So we've done the doing list. What are you good at making? Okay, so we got a doing, we got the physical action of us going out and doing things, but what can you actually make? Are you great at making pies? Are you good at making wigs? Are you good at making ebooks? Are you good at making jewelry? Are you good at making juicing drinks? Are you good at making meal plans? I'm trying to think of all the things that people do, but what can you actually make? What can you physically make? I can make websites for people. I thought that that was something that I was not good at, but now that I've been an entrepreneur for 2 years and I had to build my own website, I have 2 websites. I'm like, oh, I can kind of do this. Like, it's really not that bad, and it's now becoming therapeutic for me because I'm in the game for 2 years. But a year ago, I would have been like, you better find somebody, but what can you actually do? I have some friends that are really good with taking like empty wine bottles and decorating them and making them into a piece of art. Are you good at, making artwork or whatever? But we got a doing list. We got a making list, all right? So we're just starting off with our list, okay? Meal prep smoothies. Kelly, I'm not sure what you said about me too, but let's go, girl, yes. The third list, okay? So we got our doing list. We got our making list. The last thing I need you guys to do is, what are you good at teaching? What can you articulate through your words and your actions and be able to get somebody an end result, okay? Are you good at teaching children how to tie their shoes because you have a great level of patience and your mom taught you this really cool way that you've used with all your children that all parents should use? So now you're gonna be teaching my kids how to tie their shoes. What else are you good at teaching? Are you good at teaching women how to abstain and giving them methods for them to have healthy dating and to provide good limits and boundaries while they're preparing for their spouses? Are you good at teaching children math or adults math? Are you good at teaching someone how to do hair? Can you actually teach it? Because some people can only do things that they can't actually teach. Like, girl, I can do it for you, but I can't teach you. But what can you teach? Okay? So those are a couple of things that I want you guys to start off with, because remember, everything that we can do is profitable. There are people, I'm gonna Google it right now while y'all work on your list. Hold on. Crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna see. Okay. So I just did a Google search, and during this time of creating additional sources of income, I want you to know that the internet is your friend. Kelly Thatcher on Facebook had actually wrote a post yesterday about us using YouTube and us going on Google. And I'm like, I've been a full-time YouTube attendee student and a full Google student, university student for like 2 years, because that's what you do when you work from home. But here are some odd jobs that people do right now that they get paid for, okay? So I just want you to know that everything that you think you can't get paid for, you can. So I just typed in craziest jobs in the world. And it says, here are the top 10 weirdest jobs in the world. A full-time Netflix viewer. For all you ladies who are sitting at home watching Netflix every day, y'all could be getting paid for that, okay? That's a job. A full-time train pusher. I guess people walk around and they push trains. A professional mourner. I would love to hear more about this professional mourner thing. Like, is this, I don't know why we would need people to be professional mourners. Let's see, what else? A scuba diving pizza delivery man. Okay, for all of you women who have multiple skills and you want to use them, you better go ahead and scuba dive and deliver the pizza and make the pizza and all of that. Okay, so those are some jobs. So when you look at your list probably isn't as strange as some of these things. So that means that you have a list that you can actually use, that you can actually do something with, that can actually turn into profit. All right, I'm hoping we are all on the same page right now. Losing weight. Come on, Kelly, that's a whole thing right there. You've had 6 children and you are smaller than me. That's something you can teach. And I give all of my girls my plan, that idea, all of my clients who are like, I want to lose weight. This is what I did. These are the things I ate. These are the things I didn't eat. Do it for a long enough time, that belly will disappear. There you go. Nobody thinks about these things. Everything you've done. All right, so we got the doing list, we got the making list, we got the teaching list. And I got one more list for you, okay? This is the last one. What have you overcame in your life? Now, I'm not asking anybody to share any of their personal business on here, because in my own journey in life, I realized that some of the things we overcome are dark. Some of the things we overcome are hard to share and express. And sometimes it takes people years to tell their story. It took me years to be able to share some of the things that I overcome. But in being able to teach and share, There's profit to be made because people want to know how to overcome. People want to know how to lose the weight. People want to read the book on how to live life once your spouse has passed. People want to read and learn how you overcame working at corporate and then learning how to work at home. People want to know how you overcame as a single mom. They want to know how you overcame your eating disorder. They want to know how you overcame your childhood molestation or that rape. If you've ever overcome anything, financial situations, physical, mental, whatever you got going on, somebody is willing to pay you to teach them to get out. So just think about that. What have I overcome that I wouldn't mind sharing? Okay. All right. Hey, Leah, how are you doing? There you go. Sherlonda said divorce, raising productive children. Come on, because people want to know. There are people who get divorced and some women completely lose their minds and their kids end up going, it gets bad. But you could be the one to say, you know what, there is life after divorce and there is hope for your children without their father being present with you by yourself. This is how you do it. These are the programs that are in place. This is some assistance you can get. These are some mindset shifts that you might have to take. But all right, so we have, again, these are the lists. The very first thing I need you to do is make a list. If you want to start making money on the side, you got a doing list. These are all the things I can do well. You got a making list. These are all the things I know I can make. I can make me a bad sweet potato pie. Does anyone know how to make a sweet potato pie? Because I love sweet potato pies and I don't know why it's only around November that we have them. I would love a sweet potato pie. Yeah, that would be great. What do you know how to make? What can you teach? This is something that means you've done it. You can articulate it with your words. You can bring in the PowerPoints. You can show somebody through video or face-to-face, but you know you can teach this. Okay, what can you teach? And then the last one is what have you overcome? Okay, so we got that. And I said I was gonna do this with y'all, but I ended up not. So I'm gonna leave this list. The next thing I need you guys to do, now we're looking at our 4 different lists: the doing, the making, the doing, the making list, the overcoming list, and the teaching list, okay? Now, we're not going to go through the whole thing because it'll just take too long, so you guys can just do it in your spare time. But from your list, I just want you to just circle some things that you see that you would kind of be interested in digging a little deeper, okay? So I'm gonna say, let's just say my doing list was, I'm good at speaking, I'm good at writing, I'm good at telling stories, I'm good at making websites. Okay, so this is what I want you to do next. And I'm gonna turn my camera around. Hey, Alicia, how are you doing? Hold on. Wait, y'all about to look at the self-love checklist real quick. Hold on. Okay. Is it? Okay, Facebook, come on. This button is not pushing for me. Okay, good. Okay, I did not do this with y'all like I promised I would. I didn't. But y'all can kind of see that. So let's just say I actually ended up doing this whole list, even though I didn't. I would just circle, you know what? I want to look into further how I can make money speaking. So that's all I want y'all to do is just circle the ones that you're a little bit interested in actually doing. Oh, you guys can see this on Facebook. So y'all see that right here? So out of your list, out of your doing list, out of your making list, out of your teaching list, I want you to actually circle the ones that you want to spend some time and attention on figuring out a way to make money doing it. Okay, we all on the same page? Hold on, Facebook, I'm coming. Okay. All right, so we have, because I'm not asking, if you try to attack your entire list of 20 things, you're not going to make any money. I've learned that the hard way. I'll be like, oh, I got an idea. Oh, I got to stick with just 1 or 2 things in the beginning and then build upon those, get those things going so that you're making money in your sleep and all that kind of stuff. And then you can say, okay, I'm going to bring this source of income in. I'm going to bring this source of income in. So the first thing we did, ladies, was we created our list. Everybody has a list, okay? Out of the list of all the wonderful things you could possibly do to make money, you've now circled a few that caught your eye, okay? You're like, I'm good at making videos. I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm pretty decent at just saying some stuff and putting it on YouTube. It's just, I just talk, you know, I can talk. But we got a couple. You circled these that you're saying in 2020, These are just some ideas I want to play with. These are just some things that I want to try to start doing to make money. We all on the same page? All right. The second thing I need you guys to do, or this might seem like it's really the third thing because I had you circle the ones that you want to continue to look into further. The second thing, though, I need you to do is I need you to look at the list of the items that you've circled. So for me, I just circled speaking. For me, I also circled telling stories. And I don't even know why I wrote that on there. But I'm a storyteller. I want you to now think of how can you make money doing these things, all right? So this is the time where your imagination is going to need to come into play, where your creativity is going to be very important, where you are not thinking inside of the box. This is when you're breaking free from the box, because I'm telling you to do things that people don't tell you to do. People are going to tell you to go to college. They're going to tell you to go use your degree. They're going to go tell you to go work 40 hours a week for somebody else instead of doing something that you really enjoy. If you're working 40 hours a week for a company that you love and it's benefiting your life, I'm not telling you to change that at all. I am saying that you can do something else on the side, though, to bring in money. So just understand that. But I need you to start thinking about all the ways you can make money doing the thing that you circle. So for me, I said I am a decent speaker. Okay, I believe that I'm able to say things, people are able to hear them, they're able to understand them, and they can move forward in their life from the things that I'm speaking. So how would I make money speaking? Is I'm gonna, answer my own question. How would Marlia make money speaking? Marlia would make money speaking by, one, hosting events myself. Okay, that's one way I can make money speaking. If I decide to go rent out a space, create a curriculum to be taught, and charge people to come hear me share whatever I'm teaching, that's one way I can make money speaking. Another way that I can make money speaking is be a voice on social media as well in real life, and let people know, hey, this is what I do. I teach women how to thrive. I teach women how to overcome. I teach women how to break their bad habits and to change their minds. I could teach your girls how to get whatever you need. I can most likely teach somebody how to get through. So I have to let the world know that I speak. Okay, and then when the opportunity comes and people who have booked me to speak know that, hey, I have a fee. I've been doing this professionally since 2015. I need you to understand that this is my job. This is my career. For all the speakers that have been speaking for years and have not been getting paid, I want you to pray about it and realize that this is a gift. This is something that not everybody can do, and that if it's something that you can do, you can charge people for it, okay? So those are two ways. I can also, as a speaker, I can say, you know what, I'm going to start creating videos and courses online where I am speaking to women, where I am teaching people how to get through and how to overcome. Those are three different things. I create the event, I speak at other people's events, or I create something from home where I am speaking and teaching, okay? That's just one. All right. I circled storyteller, and I'm probably going to bite myself in the butt for this whole storytelling thing. How do I make money storytelling? Okay, so one, I can make money storytelling by creating stories. I could create stories and sell these stories. I could create stories like children's books or fiction stories for adults where I could write out the stories. I could tell them. I can also get paid by doing maybe a story time. Here for all the people who like working with children, a story time where it might be a story that you're acting out, and you have the parents tuning into maybe your subscription, and we could talk about that later, and you're inside of your house and you got your costume on, and every single week or every single day or every single month you're providing all of these videos where you're telling stories, and parents are paying you $5 a month to get these stories that have never been told, that will teach their children how to be brave and how to overcome and whatever. So that's storytelling. Storytelling, you can also still sell your gifts of storytelling for a lot of the companies that are looking for just actors and talent and all of that. If you have a gift of being on stage and just helping people to just fall in love with whatever it is you're saying, you can charge people for that. So storytelling now is really kind of weird, not just gonna keep on moving forward. But you guys see how this works? So the first thing that you guys did was you figured out what you can do, what you can make, what you can teach, and how you've overcome something in your life. So we have the list. You've also decided out of these 4 lists, which ones you actually want to go a little bit deeper into, dive deeper into 2020, okay? After that, we said, how can I actually make money teaching? How can I actually make money baking? How can I actually make money teaching kids how to tie their shoes? How can I actually? If you guys are like, Marlia, I don't actually know how to make money doing that, y'all can just drop it right here, and then I'm gonna I guess I'll come back and I'll read that in just a moment, okay? But this is something that does take a little bit of time. It's gonna take some brainstorming on your end to really think of all the ways, and most likely if there is, and I'm gonna do this cooking thing for one. If you know how to cook something, okay? Now this is a freebie. These are things I share with my client. One, if you know how to make any type of food, you can teach people how to make that food. There are women like me who do not know how to cook all the things, okay? I don't bake. I don't know how to make things that look like restaurant meals or any of that. I'm kind of just basic meat side, I learned how to cook when I became pregnant with my son at 22. So I don't got that much skin in the game, okay? So, but there are some women who are like, I know how to bake cookies from scratch, this, that, and the other. So here's a tip for you guys who know how to make food, okay? You can create some type of online membership where you never have to leave your house. You can be in your kitchen every single month or every single week or every single day. I don't know how often you want to, give out your time and your energy, but you say, hey, this is what we're going to need. I'm sending them an email on Sunday. Inside of that email, I'm going to send them every single thing that they're going to need to buy from the grocery store on Sunday, all right? And then on Sunday evening, we're gonna hop on live in our individual private Facebook group, and we're gonna go through the whole steps of baking this cake together so that their family can enjoy cake this week. That's one way. If you don't wanna do something live like what we're doing right now, because live video can be very scary and intimidating, and you don't wanna mess up sometimes on live. I mess up all the time, but I don't care. You can instead pre-record videos that you sell to people. You send them the link to the video, you give them all the ingredients and every single thing that they need, and they subscribe to this monthly meal prep, online meal, whatever you want to call it, for you. You can also make food and you can sell it. Don't tell me how you ship stuff through the mail. Food-wise, that's something I don't know. I have not taken the time to research. You can research that on your own. So those are a few ideas. If there's some type of food that you know how to make, if it's some seasoning that you've got in your house, if it's anything that you know how to do that's gonna help somebody else do it online. You can create a space in your local city once the coronavirus and stuff passes. You go rent out a kitchen. You go bring family and friends into this kitchen. You have this event in your local city, and you're like, come bake with me, teaching women old and young how to whatever. You're going to be a master cake boss or whatever. There are just so many ways that you can take the one thing you know how to teach and cook well and make money off of it, because there's people like me that are not the best in the kitchen, okay? So we have our list of all the things that we could possibly do to make money. We have now thought about all of the ways that this one thing, by speaking, I can make money all these ways, and by teaching these ways, and by cooking these ways, and by training these ways, and by creating these things. You're gonna make your list, okay? After you're making your list, all right, I need you to decide on what is it that you actually need to make this thing a side income or a side hustle. So we'll go back to the people who know how to cook. You're definitely going to need a kitchen to cook out of, and I'm believing everyone has a kitchen in their house, and your kitchen does not have to be some HGTV kitchen. It just needs to simply have the stove and the running faucet and the oven, or the things that you need. But you need to know, what do you need? For all of the women who want to go digital, who want to be like me and like Marlia, I just want to teach these people over. I don't want to leave my house. I just want to talk to people over the phone. I just want to make videos. I just want to because it works out as people. You don't have to spend money on gas, driving to your job every day. You don't have to spend a lot of money on nothing when you work from home. And it don't matter what the weather is, you can still make money. So people who want to work from home, what do you need? You got to figure that out. You're going to need a phone. At minimum, you're going to need a phone, because with a phone, you have your social media apps. You can download Canva to make, cute graphics for stuff. You have your YouTube right on your phone. If you have clients and customers that you need to call, you talk to them on your phone, you need a phone. What else do you need? You're going to need internet. Now, I'm not saying that you have to, because I understand not everybody can afford internet. Internet can be an expense, but you need internet. So that means that you're going to need to go to the library if you don't have active internet at your house, okay? What else would you need? I would suggest, outside of getting a phone and having active internet. If you do have a computer, if you want to work at home, the computers are a lot easier to build your websites on. They're a lot easier to build platforms on and to update different things through a computer. Sometimes typing on a computer for me, when I'm helping people with their books or I'm designing things and graphics wise, a computer is a lot easier for me than using a phone, but it's not mandatory to make money. If you got Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Canva and a cell phone, oh, you can make so much money, honey. So much money. So what is it that you need? I need you to go through your list and think of all the things that you need. If you're like, I know I want to start making prayer kits. I make prayer kits. I need boxes to make prayer kits. Years ago, when I used to give prayer kits away for free, I used to go to Pat Catan's. Back when Pat Catan's is open, it could still be open, but I would go literally make the box. I would make the box. I would build up the box. The boxes were like 3-dimensional, had things coming off of them, diamonds, pearls, like the full thing. It used to just be something nice I did for my friends and family and their kids. Now I buy boxes from someone else because I'm not taking the time to make a box anymore. It takes up too much time. But for prayer kits, I need boxes. Outside of boxes, I need books. I don't just need regular books. I need books that have prayers in them. I need books that teach people how to pray. I need books that actually talk about God's word the way I believe in God's word. I need journals. So what are all the materials that you need? Going a little bit deeper, and I won't go into this too deep, but for some people, you are going to have to decide how it is that you're going to actually get paid for this. And this is something that I do teach right now. We're going to do a plug. I'm dancing like my husband. My husband be doing something like this where he'd be bouncing and he'd be looking so cute. But I'm going to do a plug right now for the Loving Me Freely Society. If you do not know what the Loving Me Freely Society is, this is my monthly membership where I teach women how to thrive in life every single month. Every 30 days, there is a new lesson. But the great thing is any old lesson that I've ever taught stays on our website until eternity. So that is great. So for women right now who are in the Loving Me Freely Society, I'm teaching women how to take their ideas from idea to income. I'm teaching women about the websites. I'm teaching women how to go digital. I'm teaching women how to market. I'm teaching women how to find who will buy their items, how to create commercials, how to create the marketing materials, how to do everything that I've learned how to do. I'm teaching women how to do that right now in the month of March. That's the Love Me Freely Society. This course will go to $97 on April 1st, which I'm really excited about because there are some people who don't want to work with me every month. There are some people who are like, Marlia, I just want what you have for this one time and I want to go. It will be on sale for $97, but y'all can join for the society for $13 a month. And every single month, there is a new subject that will help you to improve your life. For the ladies who have been a part of the society, I thank you all for allowing me to help your dreams come true. Women are selling waist beads in the society. Women have written their prayer journals that they are selling this month in the society. Women have started coaching this month that they're doing in society. Women have started babysitting this month since being in the society. Women are learning, and I take you from your idea all the way to getting it on social media. I give you everything that you need to go from in your head to letting the world know who you are. So feel free to join the society at lovingmefreely.com/society, and you can cancel at any time. If you want to sign up today, watch all the videos, download all the documents, and cancel tomorrow, I will cancel you tomorrow. It's just that simple. I just teach you how to thrive, and I give you all the steps for only $12.99 a month. Let's get back into it. All right, ladies. We already have our list of all the things that you can possibly do to make money. You've decided on just a few that you want to actually start doing now. You've also figured out, and if you haven't done it now, you're gonna do this today. You're figuring out all the things you need to make that happen. Do you need a website? Do you need a cell phone? Do you need materials? You got all those things down, right? The next thing I need you to figure out, ladies, are what action steps are going to get you from where you are right now to getting paid, okay? What is it that you need to do? You're going to have to notify people. You're going to have to let people know, hey, this is the new product I'm selling. This is the new service I'm providing. This is the book that I'm writing. But what are all the steps that you're going to take. If you need the full steps, I'm teaching in the Love and Be Freely Society. I'm not going to go over that because it's a whole month of material, but there are many steps. You can't just wake up and put a post on Instagram and expect people to buy into you because they don't really know that you do this. They've never seen you do it, and there's a method to that. There's a method to being the expert. There's a method for people to actually trust you. And I'm going to be honest, the reason that you guys are on this thing right now, because I've said at least one thing that you guys found was true and was like, that worked for you. Okay, that's honestly the only reason. You're not gonna go pull up on Joe Schmo's page and he's talking about, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to. You've never seen him do it, but y'all see I'm still at home. Y'all see y'all see it, so y'all trust me. So people gotta trust you. Okay, there are many steps into letting the people know that you are this person, letting the people know that this is what you can do, letting the people know that you are here ready to serve them, and that is just getting the word out. You can get the word out many ways. You get the word out through social media. You can get the word out through email. You can get the word out through passing out flyers. You can get the word out through text messaging. You can get the word out by going to people in public places, something that sometimes has scared me. Oh, Lord, I've been so afraid at times. I'm going to be honest with y'all, to really tell people on the spot, like, hey, I can help you with this. Like, I've literally seen people in situations with certain problems, like, I need to tell them I can help them with this. Because I can't. Because I'm very confident in my abilities, and you guys got to be very confident in yours. If I know I can help that mother with her teen. Her teen is cutting up, dogging her from this way to that way. I know. And I don't know if Anissa's on here, but Anissa can get a teen together. She works with teens in Cleveland, Ohio. She has a program, Grace and Growth, where she is mentoring young girls, and she will get your teen together. All right. If you see, you see a mother and you see she's struggling with managing all of her kids or whatever, and you're like, you know what, that's something I could do. I'm going to go offer my services to this mom. I'm going to go let her know, you know what, I'm going to give you a break every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to read to your kids. I'm going to play with your kids. I'm going to whatever. That's a source of income. Okay. Now, this was a very, very quick training where I did not go into all of the details. So I know it might be a lot, but this is just to get you guys started on the path of turning your ideas into income, because everyone has them. Nobody would have ever thought, well, nobody told me, and I don't know what people tell y'all. Nobody said, Marlia, you can stay at home doing what you already do for your family and friends. I was the girl that my family and friends came to, like, Marlia, I don't want to be with him no more. I want to leave him. I want to pack up out my house. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. What day are we packing up? What day are we putting the things in the car? What day are you, where are you going to live? How much? I've always been that person. I've always been so organized in my mind and the way that I think and the way that I operate that I'm like, I can help you do that. Okay, so you want to study for this test. How many hours a week are we going to be studying? At what time of the day are we going to be studying? I've just been that person always. Whenever my friends or family said, Marlia, I want to do this, it was just in my natural ability to check in on her, say, hey, did you do it? I remember everything that people wanted. I'm like, oh, I remember that. Like, I could do that. And now I do that full time. Nobody said you can get paid to help people accomplish their stuff, to keep people's schedules, to make sure that people get stuff done and help them pursue their dreams. I was doing it for free this whole time. And the thing that you probably are going to end up selling is going to be something that you already know how to do. And I saw one of my friends, Brianna, on here. Brianna has helped me so much for fun. She thinks creating things on Canva is fun. And I'm kind of getting into it, saying it's fun. It's still work to me, but I do it, but she thinks it's fun. She can do it in her sleep. So that's something that she can charge people for. It's something she's already been doing. She's already helped me to create books and to create different templates. That's what she does. Okay. So it's really you just deciding. Another thing for prayer kids, like, I never thought that I would be able to, in my accountability coaching, I never thought that me having conversations with God, me knowing what the Bible says, me being able to pray was an asset. But there are some people that don't have anybody praying for them. There are some people that have nobody to pray with them, to intercede for their child, to pray with them, to intercede for their marriage, to pray with them. So in my accountability coaching program, when people have some real issues, because some women have some real stuff going on and are in some real dark places, we are decreeing and we are declaring right over the phone, to the point where I'm in tears that first phone call. Don't tell me about your mess, because I'm going to tell your mess about my God, and I'm a war for you. But it's just like, and no, I don't charge for it, but it's like, if I hear it on the call to help my clients, I'm not just creating schedules and reminding you about schedules and giving you plans and giving you ideas. I'm going to war with you. And that's an asset now that I add to my accountability. Like, I will pray you through your mess. And all of my clients that have ever gone through mess have always come out with a testimony because we war. I give them scriptures. I know how to study the Bible. I also know how to articulate the Bible in a way that it can be activated in your life. I know how to meditate on the word so that it can be manifest. And that's what I teach. Okay? But nobody told me that prayer would be essential, that I'd be able to help people succeed by praying with them and praying for them and writing prayers and sending it to them. I sent out a prayer this week, and I try to pray every month for everybody over the phone. And I get emails all the time like, I really needed that. It's like, it's just what I do. I just talk to God in this way. I'm glad that it helps. So for you, that's just how you draw. That's just how you talk. That's how you do hair. And you might not think it's a big deal, but for somebody else, it is a game changer. Okay? So I want to say the last thing that I just wanted you to do is the what do you do now? Okay? What do you do now is the what action steps are you going to take right now? From this moment forward, you know that your ideas are profitable. You know that your skill set can be used. You know that the things on this list have the potential. Why? Because the things that I just read off my laptop, the full-time Netflix watcher, the train pusher, the dog food taster. I didn't say that one earlier, but the dog food, everybody making money doing something. So why can't you make money doing something that you actually love? And as a believer, the Lord did say that our gifts would make room for us. And I do believe that that will give you room into somebody's life, room into somebody's, finances. If you're good with finance, it will give you room and space to be on stages and to speak and to teach and for people to trust their kids with you because of the things that you're naturally good at. All right? So those are the ways that women can start making money on the side. Outside of your full-time job, you can sell that thing on the paper. You can teach that thing on the paper. You can create a book, a one-pager, an ebook, an online course, a masterclass, a webinar. You can start selling that t-shirt that you make, or the jewelry. Sherlonda's on here. Sherlonda makes some wonderful, inspirational jewelry. I would lose my mind if I had to try to put a string through a hole. That's just not who I am, but who I am is somebody who loves to hear how crazy your life is. And I really love figuring out how I can get you out of that crazy life. I love hearing how broke you are. And I love figuring out a way for you to not be broke anymore. I love doing those things, but I'm not going to put a bead on a string because that's not who I am. Okay? So we are who we are. God made us this way for a reason, and all of our gifts, talents, and ideas can be profitable. We just have to get creative. So I'm going to go through the list one last time. If y'all have any questions, just write them below. Again, we need to figure out, what are you good at doing, making, teaching, and what have you overcome? Okay? These are all things that you can use. Secondly, I need you guys to just take that list, because you probably found 40 million things that you're amazing at, because you guys are amazing. Take that list and just circle a few that you want to think about making money on by. Now, the ladies in the Love Me Freely Society, you will make money within the first 4 weeks of you creating something with me. There's no reason. Many of the members within the first 14 days, just the first 2 weeks of the classes, were able to start making money. But let's just say you're a little bit more special and you need the full 4 weeks, which there's nothing wrong with, because it took me some time too. But I got everything that you need. You can make money. But let's just say your goal, you're not working with me, you're working on your own. You need to figure out, how can you start making money immediately in March, April, May, June at the latest. Okay, I believe that on your own, at June at the latest, if you get on Google and YouTube University, you can be bringing in some extra income by June at the latest. You need to also figure out, what all do you need? Do you need a laptop? Do you need a computer? Do you need a kitchen? Do you need beads? Do you need hair supplies, shampoo, conditioner, food, I don't know, bubble wrap? What do you need? I need bubble wrap for my prayer kits because I don't want them to get, mishandled. I wrap them up in bubble wrap before putting them in the other wrap. That's what I need. Those are supplies that I need. So what do you need? And then what can you do now? Right now, you can send me a message And if you need more help right now, you can write something at the bottom. If you need help right now, you can invest in a coach or a mentor. I got here because of 2 coaches that I had who helped me to take my ideas and turn them into income, who made sure that I wrote my book, who made sure that I was respecting my husband, because you can't get blessed out here if you're not respecting your husband, who made sure that I was homeschooling and managing my, I had a good balance of life and business and all those things. So my coaches are what sustain me. So if you need direction, a coach is a very good investment, all right, to get your stuff off the ground, as well as joining the society, because Marlia gives you all the templates. Marlia gives you every single thing that you need, so you don't have to go to YouTube, you don't have to go to Google. I got everything for you. I've done the research, I've walked it out in real life. So what I'm gonna do right now, ladies, is we're going to, hi honey, I'm just going to see if anybody had any questions. If you're like, Marlia, I got this skill, I got this talent, I got this idea, but I don't know how to actually turn it into money, feel free to write it down at the bottom. And I'm going to just read. There's nothing on Instagram. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey Nicole, how are you? Where was the last one I was at? Okay, so Carly said, phew, I think I should write a book, but I have no clue where to start. All right, so when it comes to writing a book, Carly, you have to decide on what's the subject of the book. Are you going to be teaching something? Are you going to be sharing a story about something? Is it fiction? Is it nonfiction? And for those who don't remember what fiction and nonfiction is, remember fiction is fake, okay? So that's, the story of any story you make up off the top of your head. That's a fictional story. You can make it up about children, about a woman, about a man, about characters that don't really exist, monsters, but is it fiction or nonfiction? But that's where you're going to start, is what do you actually want to put in a book? Do you want to teach somebody how you overcame something? Do you want to teach someone how to do something? Do you want to share this amazing love story? Do you want to share this funny story about 2 brothers because you're the mom of 2 brothers? And I bet there's a lot of funny things that you could put into a children's book. Do you want to teach people how to cook? So just deciding on what it is that you want to teach is the very first step. And then the next thing, when you decide on what your actual book is going to be about, I would suggest you creating an outline, okay? Creating an outline is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, as well as a major headache. If you can get your overall concept and then break down that concept into chapters and then break those chapters into points, write the points in, fill it all in, you will have a book, all right? But what do you want to write about? Because I bet you have a lot. And because you have a lot, that means that you write a book, you release that book this year, next year, 2 more years, you write another book, you release that, and keep it going. That's how those people, when they die, they have 20 books, because every few years they just release another one. Because everybody has a book. I say that all the time. And for the people who have a book inside of them and are like, Marlia, I got a book, but I can't write it, my team will write it for you. And we won't tell nobody. It's a part of the contract, okay? All right. Hey, Leah. How to Minister to Your Husband. Was that the name of a book? Was that something that you were thinking about? I don't know. So, or you asking, how do you make money off of how to minister to your husband? Okay, so if you're thinking about teaching someone, you could teach people inside of the book form, where you can literally write a book that is how to minister to your husband. You can teach an online class, you can teach a master class, you can create a whole event centered around how to minister to your husband. And those are all the ways that you would sell the event, you would sell the online course, you would sell the master course, you would sell the ebook, or you don't have to, you would sell the physical book, but those are ways. Larissa says she overcame everything. All right, Larissa, well, what have you overcome that you don't mind sharing that you can teach somebody else how to overcome? And for you guys who do want to start sharing your overcoming stories, simply just getting into the step, like, how did I overcome this? For me, I overcame being a single mom by, 1, giving my life to Christ. I was already going to church, but I wouldn't actually say I had a good relationship. And I ended up having a real relationship where I actually read the Bible, I prayed, and I followed what it said. It was more than just going to church. So that was one way I overcame. Outside of having a relationship with God, I decided to become celibate. I believe that that was a major win for me. I was celibate for almost 5 years before me and my husband got together. So it was like, I think God honored that. So whatever you overcame, just be able to tell the people, this is every single thing that you need to do. Like in my book, Loving Me, Single and Free, I teach women how I was able to overcome my self-hate and love myself, even with my molestation, even with being a single mom, even with being broke, even with a lot of things. I was able to teach that by just going through the steps. So Larisha, decide on all the different things that you can teach and how you actually overcame, and then decide how you want to sell it. Do you want to do it book form? Do you want to do an ebook? Do you want to do an online course? Do you want to do an event? Do you want to... Sylvia, you used to be a storyteller and you did parties. I think that that's amazing. I would love to hear more about that, Sylvia. See? And that's something that nobody would think of. Okay, I would pay somebody for. I would too. So Kelly said, for everyone that's listening that knows how to cook, Kelly said that she would pay for a virtual cooking class. I've actually given this suggestion to many people. I haven't seen like for free. I've seen people that I know are chefs like, hey sis, just so you know, you could be out here winning if you just make this virtual. You know, I've sent these messages all the time, but I don't know people who do them, but I think that that's great. Yes. I don't know what that is. So Nicole just wrote on Facebook, she said you can also reserve hotspots from the libraries once they are open. I don't know what a hotspot is, but Nicole says that you can reserve them. So, oh, that's what I'm like, hotspots. You're talking about the internet. Do they do that? Look at that. So if you don't have it at home, you can definitely use these hotspots at the library. Good information. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Larisha. She said that my prayers are life-changing and chain-breaking. I had a lot of sleepless nights learning how to cry out to God. So I praise God for that. He's a healer. He's a deliverer. He's all the things that you need him to be. He's been all that plus more. Hey, Ebony, how are you? And Sylvia said, lastly, guys, she said she told a restaurant owner to do virtual cooking classes, but she has yet to step into it. Because she needs to hire me as her accountability coach and make sure that she gets the job done. No, I'm just playing. So ladies, I do hope that I was able to just get your gears going and really get the ideas flowing, because everyone, as Sylvia just showed you, she was paid to tell stories at parties. And that made me think of Tiffany Haddish, how she was paid to like sing and dance and be funny at bar mitzvahs. But there are just so many things that women can do to bring in extra income. You just got to decide what is it that you're good at, okay? And how you actually get it from your idea to turning it into income. Because everything can be sold, y'all. Everything. Every single thing. Your stories can be sold. Your gifts can be sold. Your ideas. People want to know how they can improve or have life more easier, you know, just all these things. All right, ladies. So I would just want to say thank you so very much for just tuning in today. I really do appreciate this time that y'all are giving me in your busy schedules just to learn how to create additional sources of income. If anybody needs some one-on-one coaching where they're like, Marlia, I want you to walk me through the steps. I want to be able to get this thing launched within the next 3 weeks, within the next 4 weeks. Hit me up. I'm really good at getting things done within a 4-week time frame. If you give me 1 month, I can have your event done for you. I can have your website up. I can have your ebooks done for you. You want, like, we can do the whole thing. All right. For women who don't want the full one-on-one coaching but are great with learning at home with the videos that I send and prepare and the live teachings that I have, the Loving Me Freely Society is available to you. It is a monthly membership where every single month I focus on something that's going to help a woman love her life more. So it might be about your body for 1 month. It might be about your self-image another month. It might be about your finances. We just did Fall in Love with Your Finances, which is really fun, and women were able to transform their finances. But I do that. I just love helping women. And I will also be on here this evening for all the women who do need to homeschool their kids during this time, or their grandchildren, or the neighborhood kids. I will be doing a live this evening at 8:30 p.m. where I will be just giving you guys some tips on how to teach your children from home. If y'all need anything from me, send me a direct message or email me at info@marliabreon.com. I hope this did help. I hope that you do take your income, your ideas, and you decide to turn them into income. Y'all be blessed, and thank you so much for tuning in. All right, peace. Peace out, y'all.